Barry Gibb, born on September 1, 1946 in Douglas, Isle of Man, is the eldest member of the legendary Bee Gees. As the driving force behind their distinctive sound, Barry's contributions to modern pop, rock, and disco have left an enduring impact. Growing up in a musical family, his passion for songwriting and melody was evident from a young age. The Gibb family moved to Manchester, England, and later to Queensland, Australia, where Barry, along with his twin brothers Robin and Maurice, began honing their craft. This relocation to Australia was a pivotal moment, marking the beginning of their transformation from the Rattlesnakes to the Bee Gees. Their performances on Australian television led to a record contract, setting the stage for their rise to stardom. The breakthrough years. In the mid-1960s, the Bee Gees returned to England, and their breakthrough came in 1967 with hits like To Love Somebody, Massachusetts, and New York Mining Disaster, 1941. These songs marked the start of the Bee Gees' meteoric rise, and Barry's distinctive voice and lyrical talent quickly became the band's signature. As the band's primary songwriter, Barry shaped the group's sound, crafting songs with both emotional depth and universal appeal. However, it was in the 1970s that Barry's ability to adapt to changing musical tastes truly set the Bee Gees apart. As pop music transitioned, the Bee Gees reinvented themselves as pioneers of disco, leading them into one of the most iconic phases of their career with the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, the disco era, and global fame. The Bee Gees became global superstars in the late 1970s thanks to their work on the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. Songs like Staying Alive, Night Fever, and How Deep Is Your Love catapulted them to international fame, and Barry's falsetto became synonymous with the disco era. While the Bee Gees were often criticized for their association with disco, their contribution to the genre was groundbreaking. The Saturday Night Fever soundtrack remains one of the best-selling albums of all time, and Barry's songwriting brilliance became a cornerstone of the era's sound. His ability to capture the mood of the times, combined with the Bee Gees' signature vocal harmonies, made their music timeless and influential, setting new standards for vocal production and pop melodies. A versatile songwriter and producer, in addition to his work with the Bee Gees, Barry Gibb also established himself as a highly successful songwriter and producer for other artists. He worked with legends like Barbra Streisand, writing hits such as Guilty and Woman in Love. He also collaborated with Diana Ross on Chain Reaction and with Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton on the iconic duet Islands in the Stream. Barry's ability to adapt his songwriting to suit different artists and genres showed his remarkable versatility and deep understanding of emotional resonance in music. His talent for crafting songs that perfectly complemented the voice of each artist was a testament to his musical genius, and his contributions to other artists' success helped solidify his place among the elite songwriters of his time. Personal tragedy and resilience. Barry Gibb's life has been marked not only by incredible musical achievements, but also by personal challenges and loss. The deaths of his brothers, Maurice in 2003 and Robin in 2012, were deeply traumatic for Barry, who had lost not only his musical collaborators, but also his closest friends. In interviews, he has openly discussed the overwhelming grief and loneliness he felt after their passing. Yet, despite the emotional toll, Barry continued to perform and keep the Bee Gees' legacy alive, using their music as both a tribute and a form of personal healing. His solo work, particularly his 2016 album In the Now, reflected a more introspective side of his artistry as he processed love, loss, and the passage of time. Honors and accolades. Throughout his illustrious career, Barry Gibb has received numerous accolades, cementing his place as one of the most important figures in modern music. In 2018, he was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II for his services to music and charity, an honor that recognized both his immense contributions to the arts and his philanthropic efforts. The Bee Gees were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1997, a fitting tribute to their lasting influence on global music culture. Barry's career is a testament to his dedication to both his craft and his charitable endeavors, and his legacy as a pioneer in the music industry continues to inspire generations of artists. Finding stability with Linda Gray. Soon after his divorce from Maurice, Barry met Linda Gray, a former Miss Edinburgh who would become his lifelong partner. Their relationship has stood the test of time, with the couple celebrating over 5 decades of marriage. While the pressures of fame often take a toll on relationships in the entertainment industry, Barry and Linda's bond has only grown stronger over the years. Together, they have raised 5 children and built a life centered on love, stability, and mutual respect. Linda has been Barry's constant support through the highs and lows of his career, and he has often credited her with keeping him grounded. Her unwavering love and faith in him have been crucial in helping Barry navigate the challenges of fame, loss, and personal struggles. A quiet life away from the spotlight. Despite Barry's global fame, much of his married life has been spent away from the public eye in Miami, Florida. There, he and Linda have created a sanctuary where they can enjoy a quiet existence far removed from the chaos of Hollywood. Barry has often spoken about how their home has been a refuge for him, a place where he can retreat and recharge with his family. Together, they share a love for nature, horses, and a peaceful lifestyle. For Barry, these moments of serenity and normalcy are essential to maintaining his mental and emotional well-being. Linda's support has been instrumental in helping him navigate the pressures of fame, allowing him to focus on what truly matters, his family and his legacy. The Brotherhood of the Bee Gees. For decades, fans around the world have been captivated by the music and the Brotherhood of the Bee Gees. The harmony between Barry, Robin, and Maurice defined an era of music, and their songwriting reshaped pop music. However, behind the fame and success, the relationship between Barry and Robin was complex. Despite their shared musical genius, the brothers often found themselves in creative conflicts, which Barry has candidly discussed in interviews. "We had fights that could last for days," Barry admitted. "Sometimes it wasn't even about the music, it was about who was right." Despite these tensions, Barry always recognized Robin's talent and saw his brother's voice as a unique and irreplaceable part of the Bee Gees' sound. Creative tensions and emotional reconciliation. Throughout their career, Barry and Robin's creative differences were a recurring theme. Barry, often the grounded leader of the group, clashed with Robin, the dreamer and poet. These conflicts, though challenging, were part of what made their music so dynamic. Yet, fame and success can put strain on even the strongest relationship. Barry admitted that there were times when the brothers didn't speak for days, and Maurice often acted as the peacemaker between them. Despite these periods of silence, Barry always felt the underlying bond of love and respect for his brothers. It wasn't until the death of Maurice in 2003 that Barry and Robin were forced to confront their emotional tensions and make peace with the years of unresolved conflict. Robin's final days and lasting legacy. In 2012, when Robin's health began to fail, Barry visited him in the hospital. He was so frail, but his spirit was still there, Barry recalled. He smiled and said, "We did it, didn't we, Baz?" That moment, Barry reflected, marked the closure of a long journey, one filled with both triumphs and struggles. The years of music, the disagreements, the love, everything came full circle in that simple exchange. After Robin's death, Barry was left to carry the legacy of the Bee Gees alone. "It's lonely being the last one," Barry admitted. "Sometimes I walk out on stage and I can almost hear their voices beside me. Yet, Barry finds solace in the music they created together and in the memories of their time as brothers. Forever, together in music, Barry Gibb's reflections on his brothers reveal a deep sense of gratitude for their shared journey. Despite the loss and the regrets, he remains steadfast in his belief that the Bee Gees will always be a trio. "No matter what happens, Robin and Maurice are part of me," Barry said. "The Bee Gees will live on in their music, in the hearts of those who still listen." For Barry, the bond between the three brothers transcends time and space. Robin, he concluded softly, wasn't just his brother, he was his other half, and Barry will spend the rest of his life keeping his voice alive.